Okay. It is almost 7 o'clock. I'm just going to grab my mat and my weights, and then we'll get started. So if you are watching this at a later date, you might just want to skip ahead a minute or two to our warm-up. All right. Okay, good morning. Apologize, I'm starting a minute late, but my name is Katie. I will be teaching Tim typically teaches this class, but I will be teaching the upper body class today. I'm excited for that. We will primarily focus on our upper body, but we will have a little bit of core, a little bit of lower body kind of thrown in. So some compound exercises that will engage both the upper body and either the lower body or core. And a little bit of cardio just to get our heart rate up so that we feel like we got a nice, efficient workout after we're done. So we've got 4 rounds, 4 exercises, 45 seconds for each exercise. I like to just do for time because then you can kind of get in whatever it is that you works for you versus reps. So yeah, we will get started. We're just going to get started with a little warm up first. So with it being an upper body workout, we'll make sure that we get our upper body nice and warmed up today. I'm just going to start with some arm circles forward while simultaneously, shouldn't say big words like that at 7 a.m. Just kicking my feet up a little bit. Good, let's take it back. Maybe you need to start with arm circles that are a little smaller. And then make them a little bit bigger as you start to loosen up. I'm always very tight in the morning when I haven't moved very much. So very important to warm up anytime we're exercising, but I think especially when we're doing it in the morning. Okay, so I'm just gonna do some crosses here. Just gonna move side to side. Open up that chest a little bit. It looks like a bad dance move. All right, good. So I'm just gonna stretch it side to side here. Stretch up through that side body to the side of that arm. There goes the loud noise. Good. So just moving that leg out to the side. Awesome. A few more here. We'll do some inchworms. All right. 3, 2, really stretch through. 1 and 1. Good. All right, so planting those feet, coming down, walking those arms out to the plank, and then back. So just nice and controlled here. Warming up those shoulders a little bit, and our hamstrings, and our core. Good, keep it going. Let's get 2 more in here. Make sure you're keeping your core nice and tight, protecting that low back as you go down into that. And that's our last one. Good, we'll just do some standing hip circles. If you need to, you can grab a chair. There's a chair over here, that's why I pointed. Or grab onto the wall. Good. But even our little cardio bits today will engage our upper body, so that is a good thing. So hopefully you all enjoy the workout today. All right, I'm going to take it the other way. Almost like we're trying to step over something big. This was me when I was doing hurdles in high school, or junior high, I should say. Trying to. Anybody have any experience of doing hurdles? All right, let's just do side to side. And starting out and being like good at them, and then getting in your head too much and not being able to do it anymore. It's totally how I was. I was like good at hurdles, and then I think I realized I could fall on my face and didn't do hurdles anymore because I couldn't get over it. Same thing with high jump. That was pretty good until I thought about it too much. Oh, anyway, guess it wasn't meant to be. All right, a few more here. All right, we will pause this. Okay, so keep it moving while I show you our first 4 exercises. And, you know, warm up anything else that feels like it needs to be moved around a little bit. I think our first round, yeah, it should be helpful, but for the warm up portion. Okay, but we're going to start with push-ups. So we've got those, and you can do those on your knees or full on your toes. Then we've got, did this on Monday, I think, actually. But I feel like this exercise is good for some core and some upper body. I'm just going to grab my light weights right now. We're going to have them down in front of us. We're going to pop out into a plank, back up, staying low, and then curling. Okay? Now, if that becomes too much for you to do the thruster, you can just stay low on those legs and take those legs wide or narrow, whatever works better, and just do the bicep curl. And then we've got the renegade row. So nice wide base for me, at least. I'm just going to row up through that. You can also take it down to the knees. And we'll end with some windmill jacks. I'll show you those real quick. Okay, so windmill jacks, we're going to pop our legs out like we would. But instead of coming up, we're going to come down to almost touch our toe while also bringing our arm up, okay? So, windmill jack here. Woo! All right, it's hot in here. I'm going to see can. But we'll go ahead and get started with those push-ups. So you can go ahead and get down on the ground. That's on already. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how hard it is. I'm gonna be passing out. Super humid today. Okay, so we're gonna start with push-ups. 45 seconds on. I'm sorry that I'm doing this right now. It's probably like this slow annoying. Does this work? Doesn't look like it. Okay, whatever. Anyway, okay, we're gonna start with the push-ups. Bring my mat over. All right, so 45 seconds. Push-ups on the knees or on the toes, and here we go. So 45 seconds might feel like a lot for push-ups, so if you need to take breaks as you are going through, feel free. So just keeping that core nice and tight. Elbows tracking back slightly. It's going to go straight back. That's going to be more of a tricep, which you can do, but we will do some tricep work later. I am very much still waking up. I feel like the struggle for me. All right, 5 more seconds. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, shake that out. Yeah, all right, so we've got that squat, thrust, and curl. I feel like it was a mistake to get 10-pound weight, so it's okay. All right, and here we go. So taking it out, standing it up, curl. Out, curl. So I'm coming up in a nice wide stance. I don't know if you can see it from the side angle. So out into a nice wide stance, so I can pull my weights up and stay nice and low. That just is a good stance for me on my hips. Nice flat back the whole time. Woo! You can also just walk those feet out. So options there. But again, engaging that lower body, but also getting some curls in. We will do some more biceps. So a minute. 2, and 1. Okay. All right, we're going to do our renegade rows. I'm going to go back to my lighter weights. Okay, I think I'm going to probably take it to my knees. All right, 2, and 1. Here we go. So if you're doing it on your knees, you want to make sure that you're also getting some good core work. Just make sure that your body is still in that plank position, so at a diagonal, and not so much in a tabletop, though you can do that, and that's another modification. So it just depends on what your goal is. Good, 8 more seconds here. Pull that belly button into the spine. 2, and 1. Good. All right. Little cardio action here. Get our windmill jacks in. Oh my goodness. 2, and 1. Here we go. So again, popping those legs out, coming down, or at least coming down toward your toe. You can't reach all the way over. Popping those legs in. Option, let's take the leg out one at a time. So you've got a few options here. What works for you? Maybe low impact. Do it. Good, almost there. 6 seconds. Keep it moving. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Grab my water. All right. I hope at home you're doing better than I am, because I am not a morning person, not a morning exerciser, but I'm here and I'm doing it, and it feels good, but my energy levels sure does feel different than when I'm exercising in the afternoon. Everything is different for everybody, right? Okay, so We're going to take it to the ground for our first exercise. And we'll take it to the ground for our last one. So I might just show you that one while I'm down here, just for the sake of time. Okay, so this one, we've got a chest fly with a bridge, okay? So you're gonna take your weight, you're gonna put your feet kind of down close to your rear, and you're gonna pick up your hips, and as we lower our arms, we're gonna lower our hips, and then squeeze up as we bring it back up. Now, if you have a bench at home, you could do it on the bench, but we're just gonna try to keep our hands at chest width. We've got a row into a kickback. This weight is gonna be too heavy, but it's okay. So I'm gonna pull it up into the row, kick back, bring it back down. So a little combo move there. Then we've got a V press and a plie squat. So taking it nice and wide, holding our arms out at our side like a W. We're gonna take it down and press it up. So working on our shoulders and a little bit of our biceps there too, okay? Then we'll end with some mountain climbers for our cardio. All right, so taking it down for that chest fly and bridge. So we're gonna start there. Keeping that core nice and engaged the whole time. All right, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Take those hips up, lower everything. And again, we're trying to keep our hands about at like right under the chest. If you're a woman and doing this, then about at your brow line. Good cue. Same with the chest press. Good, 15 more seconds. I've got my pace a little bit. Squeeze at the top. 2 and 1. Good. Whew. All right. All right, so row into the kickback. Move my mat out of the way. All right, starting in 3, 2, and 1. All right, row, kick back. So really hinging at the hips, trying to get gravity to work against me while I'm doing these rows and kickbacks. Really trying to keep that arm parallel to the floor as I do the kickback. Well, this weight's good. Okay. Pull that belly button in. Good cue to remember. Woo, these 10 pounds are a little much for me for this. That's okay. Pushing it, right? All right, one more. 3, 2, and 1. All right, V press with a plie squat. So just taking those feet out nice and wide, coming straight down, not really back. So I'll show you a little side angle from the start. 2 and 1. Here we go. So coming straight down, about. There we go, completely straight down, but not going back down. Okay? And then pressing up into that V. So hands facing each other. Let's come V into victory. So we're kind of making a little X with our body at the top. Whew, okay. Good. Keep engaging that core. Again, this does really work into those biceps and shoulders at the same time. That's why I love a V press. A little bit different than your typical curl. 2 and 1. Good. All right, we're going to do mountain climbers. I'm going to start that in 10 seconds. Grab this little guy real quick and then screw it. All right, starting with 2 and 1. Here we go. I find for me, I just like a little tiny bit of elevation. It hurts. I'm going to do my mountain climbers. It keeps my form way better. It just feels better for my body. So you could have the same effect by doing it on like the bottom stair, maybe the second to bottom stair. Just make sure you're keeping your shoulders above those wrists. Oh, 15 more seconds. Working those shoulders a little bit as we do this cardio. And the core, of course. All right, 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right, and that's it for round 2. Grab a drink. All right, so second round, or third round, I should say. Sorry. Oops. Oh, paper away. I'm gonna grab my lighter weights. You could get even lighter if you wanted. We're gonna be in a V sit. I'm gonna keep my feet down, but for extra challenge, you can take them up. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna punch up to the sky with my weights, okay? So pretty simple there. And then that's our only sitting one. And we've just got hammer curls, so just a little hammer curl here. You can always get low on those legs if you need. You want a little extra for your lower body, but otherwise, just really focus on getting those hammer curls in, okay? And we're gonna do some standing flies. So hinge at the hip, open, working into that back, okay? So nice rounded arms. The arms aren't straight. Just slight bend to those elbows as we pull back into that fly. Okay, so flies, and then we've got a standing crunch, so we'll do one side and then the other. I'm gonna use a weight. You can use a heavier weight too, but, slip. So we're just gonna be here. So adding in a little bit of shoulder work, also getting some cardio in, then we'll switch sides, okay? All right, so V-sit punch up first. So grab your lighter weights, or I guess whatever works for you. Maybe you're really strong on the shoulders. But shoulders are small muscle groups, so we always do a little bit lighter weight with those. All right, we're starting. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. All right, really focus on keeping that core nice and tight. Pull that belly button into the spine. It helps protect your low back the whole time that we're doing this. Okay? So really pulling into that spine, keeping that core engaged. And I'm punching just at a slight angle to get my obliques involved as well. So kind of reaching up across that opposite knee, while also getting a nice shoulder workout here. Woo! Woo! 10 more seconds. Oh boy. All right, 5, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Standing it up for those hammer curls. So I'm going to get my heavier weights for that. Push my mat back. And here we go. Just working through that bicep right now. Nice soft knees. We're keeping our hips tucked under, belly pulled in, belly button to spine. To really support that low back as we're working through these hammer curls. Woo! All right. I've not done 10 pounds in a while. Ooh, boy. I'm gonna have sore arms tomorrow. All right, almost there. 10 seconds. Take your breaks where you need them. Make sure you're not swinging that body to get the weights up. 2, and 1. Good. All right, we've got flies. So again, slight bend in the knees, pull a nice flat back, pull that belly button in, hinge at the hip, then pull it back. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Good. Keep pulling that belly button in. Nice rounding through the arms. Squeeze those shoulder blades at the top. That weight's a little too much for me. I don't want to hurt myself. Gotta know your limits, right? 3, 2, and 1. Good. Ooh, those shoulders. So I'm going to use just a light weight for this cardio piece. Focus a little bit more on my cardio. And if it gets to be too much, then I'll just drop the weight. All right, so we'll do one side, the other, and here we go. Just pulling that knee into the, keep going, sorry, I'm going to trip myself. Trying to move nice and fast to get that heart rate up. Switch in 2 and 1, here we go. Good, 10 more seconds, you've got this. Pull that belly button in. Engage, engage. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Next up, I'm going to do overhead tricep extension. Now, if your elbows pop, you can also do dips or that penguin move that I've done a few times. I can show that to people. But we're just going to drop the weights down and up and really try to keep our elbows in close to our head. We're going to add a little lower body here. So I'm just going to do front and side raises with a lunge. Okay. Now I'm going to just more focus on my raises and just do a modified lunge. So just step them out just a little bit here. All right, and then we've got a deadlift. So nice soft knees, really focusing on pushing those hips back, flat back. And as we pull up, we're going to do an upright row, okay? So push those hips back, upright row. We've got that. Then our little cardio is we're going to do kick, kick, punch, 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 kick, kick, punch, 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 punch. Okay, that's how we'll end the last round here. I'm going to say this first. Tricep extension. All right, so we're going to start in 7 seconds. Grab your weights. 2 and 1. Here we go. So again, extension is great. Maybe you're using 2 weights for that. Another option is to take it back for some tricep penguins. Really trying to just clap those hands back behind us. Okay? Or you can do some dips or more kickbacks. So totally up to you as to what you want to do. We've got 20 more seconds. These just tend to make my elbows pop a little bit. So sometimes I just also like to hold a little pulse. Feels like I'm working my tricep, but not getting that like joint pop like I normally do. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Lunges and raises. So I'm going to get my lighter weights for my shoulder work here. And again, I'm just going to do a nice easy lunge. 2 and 1. Here we go. So not really coming down all the way. My lower body is super sore. I think it's from taking my son for a walk in a really hilly neighborhood. And you know, he's almost 5. So I think, I forget how much he weighs, but probably like 40, I don't know, 40 pounds. So pushing that up the hill, I think that's what did it. I don't know. Whew. All right, almost there. 10 seconds. A few more in here. Right side. And with my left side. And rest. All right, deadlift into the upright row. Grab my heavier weights for this one. So again, feet about hip width apart. Nice soft knees. Push those hips back. 2 and 1. Good. Hand, pull it up. Eye gaze just out in front of you. Nice relaxed neck. squeezing up at the top. Then push those hips back. Nice flat back. So I'm not squatting, okay? The bend in my knees comes from just pushing those hips back. But working through those hamstrings, that low back a little bit, and getting our shoulders just a little bit more. My shoulders are tired. 2 and 1, good. All right, so kick, kick, punch, punch. You could add like weights if you want to this one. But 2 and 1, here we go. Kick, kick, punch, punch, punch. Moving as fast as we can. Punch, punch, punch. I'm gonna grab my weights. Kick, kick, punch, 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 punch. You can also mix this up a little bit. If you want to do more punches than kicks, you can. Almost there, y'all. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1 more round in, and rest. Good. All right. Woo. We're gonna cool down, grab a drink. We're gonna stretch it out. Good stuff. All right. Woo. Okay, I'm tired. Okay, so we'll start with stretching our upper body. Pull that shoulder across. Nice deep breaths in. Good. Pull that other shoulder across. Good. And arm up. Stretch that tricep a little bit. I hope you enjoyed the upper body workout today. I don't think I've ever taught a class where it was like the focus is upper body. So, I always try to incorporate it in my classes that are typically full body classes. So, definitely let us know what you thought of it. Let me know. You can put it in the comments. You can like the video. You can also email us at virtualfitness@tryhealth.com. And just let us know how you think we're doing and if there's anything else that we could be doing instead. We love getting your feedback. We are, after all, here for you. I'm going to stretch through my quad. But we're here to serve you, so we want to make sure that whatever content we're putting out is what you're looking for. And so definitely let us know what you thought of the class today and then any other classes that you've been taking. That's super helpful for us to get the feedback from you. Other than that, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. I believe you get alerts to when we're going live if you have subscribed to a channel. And I will actually be back this evening for an intervals class. I'll kind of focus on whole body. Haven't planned the class yet, but feel free to join in with that. If you need an extra half-hour workout. But otherwise, I'm just going to stretch through my hamstrings a little bit here. Pop that leg out. But I'm grateful that you joined me here today. Or if you're watching this later, I'm grateful that you're watching this later, doing the workout later. Yeah. Just going to finish stretching it out, and then we'll say goodbye. I hear a bird. There's a bird in here. Maybe not. Maybe it's outside. I can just hear it. All right, nice wide stance. I'm going to turn my toes inward. I love this, to stretch through this side of the shin. It's such a hard spot to stretch. You take your legs nice and wide and then point those toes in. That feels really good. Good. Walk my feet in. Stretch it out. I'm going to take it down the floor. I'm going to stretch my hips a little bit because I really need to do that. And so You are welcome to continue to join me. Nice little cool down here. Just really lean, pushed into that hip. You're gonna do it sitting up because I'm lying down right now. I think if I lie down, there's a likelihood that I'm not gonna get back. But most likely, if you're here and you're doing this morning workout, then that means that you are more of a morning person. And I commend you. Good. All right, let me stretch the front of my hip, and then we'll call it a day. Just push into that hip. If you need a deeper stretch, you can take it over to the side. Ooh, that feels good. Push into it. Good. Nice deep breath in. Let it out, one more. And that's it. All right, y'all. Sweaty faces. Thanks for joining today. And I will hopefully see you next time. Tim will be back next week, but I will be here next Tuesday to do lower body. And then today I'll be doing intervals at 5:15, I think. 5:15, and then next month it'll be 5:30. So, all right, thanks and have a great day.